You're not prepared for what just happened, ladies and gentlemen, because Eazy the block captain didn't just post a birthday message to Remy Ma. Oh no, he made a full-fledged, ringless, caption-free, internet-breaking proposal on Instagram. When this happened, Remy Ma didn't ignore it. Instead, she reposted it and let it sink in. Previously, hip-hop's ride-or-die wife reposted a man's love letter that appeared to have been ghostwritten. This was not a birthday message. Rather, it was a low-key wedding vow in the form of an Instagram story, and Remy said, "What? Nothing but that repost that was louder than any ring that said yes, baby, without saying a single word." So, is the Papoose era finally over, or are we witnessing the biggest soft launch scandal since Jada and August? Hold on tight, because what you're about to hear could ruin your life. Netflix's next romantic comedy villain flushed face. Belief in loyalty, marriage, and black love as we know it. Let's unravel this chaos, ladies and gentlemen. We assumed that hip-hop had already given us the most messy relationships, the most outrageous breakups, and the most unexpected loyalty tests. However, today the timeline exploded, and the tea kettle literally exploded into flames because Eazy, the block's captain, may have just done the unimaginable. Here's what happened, and get ready. Since this is a diss track wrapped in a Hallmark card, Eazy the block captain, who is well known in the battle rap community for his icy delivery and lack of filter bars, decided to change things up by delivering a full-fledged emotional monologue directly into Remy Ma's direct message. No, wait, not even a direct message on her public Instagram story. Yes, you heard that correctly. He didn't whisper it. He didn't hint. He didn't soften launch. He made it public. "You're more than love. You're my peace, my mirror, my partner." Let that sink in. Don't call someone your mirror unless you're already deciding on your wedding colors in your head. This would be messy if Remy Ma were single. But she's not just any old woman. She got married in public and loudly to a man who kept her down for 6 years while she was imprisoned. That's not just love that was framed as black love. Let's not pretend. We didn't see this coming, but for months, rumors have been circulating that Eazy and Remy have been spotted together too closely at events. She has been managing him, mentoring him, and some have even said that she has been shaping him into the next big thing in battle rap. Now she posted Eazy's love letter as if it were a sponsored advertisement. We're not saying that the timelines line up exactly, but the math is correct because this birthday message wasn't typical. It wasn't given to a friend. It was giving, "I'm ready to risk it all for you." And let's be honest, who says, "I owe you for that"? Replacement husband? Now, let's fast forward a few months to that viral video where Papoose allegedly ran up backstage and swung on Eazy at a battle rap event. Do you realize how loud a repost is in this kind of situation? That wasn't a soft yes, but a screaming yes in bold white font with the IG story music playing "I Love You" by Faith Evans. Oh, and don't forget that detail because nothing says "I love you." They've been through something life-altering together, like a scandal. And what did Remy do? Sherry posted ring. If my friend posted a birthday message like that, my boyfriend would be filing for a restraining order by lunchtime. Therefore, the question is not whether something is happening, but rather how long it has been happening, as Eazy sounded like he's been deeply in love. Public confirmation, like choosing the most on-then R&B track ever created. Now listen, some fans try to downplay it, saying it's just a birthday post. They're just friends. You're reading too much into it, baby. Kind of love that doesn't come from flirting once or twice in the green room and the way that Remy Ma subtly confirmed that it wasn't shocking or uncomfortable that he co-signed. Now that Twitter is overrun with TikTokers reading Eazy's messages in dramatic fashion and fan pages placing halos on Papoose as though he's dead, it feels like a death because if Remy Ma truly moved on from Papoose to Eazy, it all began with a story post. But wait, it gets messier because in part 2 we delve into the receipts, the reactions, the direct messages, and the wild conspiracy theories that are catching fire, some of which may not be true. It's not just a relationship shift, it's a cultural shift. It's the fall of an empire, the blueprint couple, the loyalty legends done, dusted, and deleted. You won't believe what we discovered when we dug deeper. This wasn't just a birthday post. It was the start of a digital breadcrumb trail that's causing the internet to go crazy. To start, someone allegedly took a screenshot of a direct message exchange between Eazy and Remy, but it was quickly deleted. We're not sure if the messages are authentic, but one of them said, "You saved me when nobody else saw me." One user tweeted, "So Remy really left a man who held her down in prison for 6 years for who just got his teeth fixed last year." Another said, "She didn't repost Papoose's decade of loyalty like that." Excuse me, but that's not artist-manager dialogue. That's Hallmark with benefits energy. She reposted that Instagram post. The comments were so intense that people began searching through old interviews and videos for clues. One viral TikTok even mentioned that Remy hadn't shared Papoose on her grid for more than a year, but he's been appearing in the background, in the venue's booth, always just outside the frame like a ghost of something not so innocent, some said. When she stopped liking Papoose's posts, she unfollowed his cousin, and she began heart-reacting to Eazy's behind-the-scenes photos. People turned into FBI agents overnight. However, the most bizarre part was a purported leak from a group chat that claimed Papoose knew. And Papoose had been separated for months but kept it private. Others said the Eazy reconnection had been developing since the Chrome 23 days. Papoose allegedly warned Remy months ago that this isn't just business. Remy responded, "You're overthinking." Now the entire internet is overanalyzing, with people debating loyalty as if it were the presidential election. Some claim Remy is free to move on, while others claim she fumbled the most daring one out there, and some brave ones are rooting for her. As the drama was reaching its climax, a video appeared of Eazy and Remy allegedly holding hands backstage at an event. Some claim it wasn't them, but others say it was. One viewer enhanced it in a CSI style to reveal a matching ring that Remy wore in her most recent post. The frame-by-frame breakdowns are crazy, and then came the clapbacks. Papoose went live, posting a mysterious black. In the meantime, Eazy posted a picture in the studio with the caption, "Everything I do is from love." Even the misinterpreted asterisk boy. If y'all don't stop, what does that even mean? That sounds like? Fans quickly flooded the comments with crying emojis, broken hearts, and yes, snake emojis. However, some people do mic drop. No tags, no names, but we all knew who that was within minutes. Something you would write after erasing 10 drafts and one voice message, but the message remains clear. He is not denying anything, nor is she, and neither is giving Papoose a damn thing. As a result, the public began picking sides, with some fans even canceling Remy, accusing her of betraying her legacy. Rap purists are furious, calling it a publicity stunt, while some very perplexed older fans are simply asking, "Wait, who is Eazy?" In the meantime, gossip sites are devouring Shade Room Hollywood Unlocked, and every angle, screenshot, and old photo is now being examined as if it were part of a Smithsonian exhibit. During all of this, Remy Ma remained silent, left no explanations or captions, and reposted just one image, and the internet went crazy. It's almost brilliant because her silence says everything, and that's when the A sneaker line partnership was delayed, and brand deals began to fall apart. One promo collaboration she had planned with a major hair brand was quietly pulled by fans, who noticed that her post had vanished from their page. Even Team appears shaken, as a close source reportedly told a blogger, "We thought they were just close friends. Now we don't know what to think." It's giving panic mode, and yet Remy keeps reposting throwbacks, old performances, and lyrics that suddenly sound "I've been solid through it all," she wrote on social media one day, similar to subliminals. Fans claimed it was about Papoose, but at this point, she could post a picture of cereal, and someone would say it was a metaphor for infidelity. So where does that leave us in a full-blown war of narratives, where the fans are fighting, the blogs are spinning, and the receipts are? People said it was a sub to Eazy's post another day, and they are only loyal when they benefit. Flooding, and Papoose is most likely shaking his head and holding a notebook somewhere in Brooklyn because the woman he waited for, battled for, and publicly celebrated may have chosen a man who wrote her a love letter on Instagram. There were no vows or tests of loyalty, just vibes and viral posts. But the story doesn't end with a repost. No, in part 3, we dissect the legal fallout, the career impact, the alleged NDA drama, and the "I told you he was just my artist. But I meant that we already had matching hoodies on backorder." Let's talk about the NDAs allegedly, and this is strictly personal. This is the question that everyone is afraid to ask. Did this start as business, or was it always personal? It's currently burning down comment sections, Discord servers, and dusty Twitter spaces like wildfire. Tea from a TikTok blogger with a blurry screenshot and confidence Remy Ma had her team draft NDAs for everyone who attended the most recent Chrome 23 event. NDAs aren't uncommon for celebrity appearances, but according to one unnamed source, she specifically requested language that forbade any backstage photography or filming, especially when she was with Eazy. Naturally, people are now saying hiding, and then a second wave of rumors happened. According to a gossip blog, one of Ray's former PR assistants sent a blind item claiming that Remy and Eazy began getting involved during late-night studio sessions, while Papoose was still thinking everything was fine. The kicker was that she allegedly told her team to keep things quiet until the rollout, which was to say whether we were launching a mixtape or a new man. The streets are still watching Eazy's Chrome 23 bookings, which reportedly doubled. One of his shows sold out in less than 24 hours after the drama broke. Perhaps this is a coincidence, or perhaps controversy really does sell. But whatever the case, the man deserves an Oscar for maintaining his composure while speaking to the youth and hosting battle rap shows with the same composed face he had during her prison bid. Doesn't elicit sympathy from the public because the industry is responding subtly to the negative impact on Remy Ma's image. The TV hosting gig she was reportedly in talks for was reportedly canceled, as was a Netflix cameo she was being considered for. Brands are reportedly allergic to messy, and while some fans are supporting her and calling her a boss for choosing herself, others are attacking her with old lyrics like bullets. One clip of her on a What Happened to This Energy, a podcast that said, "I don't believe in cheating if you want someone else to leave," has reappeared with the caption, "Sis." Hugh, and let's not even talk about the battle rap scene, where veterans are divided. Some are supporting Eazy, claiming that love is love, while others are shaming him for being sloppy, disrespectful, and out of pocket. One battler even said, "He better hope I don't get around with him next because I'm cooking him." And her in the same bar. But the problem is that there are no statements or confirmations, just one repost, one caption, and one Instagram story that gave away 10 years of meticulously cultivated public loyalty. Perhaps that's what hurts the most. Not the proposal, not even the possible affair, but the casualness of it all, the lack of closure, and now fans are demanding that Remy deal with it head-on. Some want her to deny it, while others want her to take ownership of it. Whole different camp, they simply want to know if the music is still coming because, despite the flurry of emotions, there is one unavoidable fact that people are watching. Remy's followers jumped, and so did Eazy Papoose's direct messages, which are reportedly flooded with support. The numbers and public obsession don't lie. So what happens next depends on whether Remy and Eazy go full hard with matching outfits, date nights, and interviews, and the internet collapses. But if they continue to tease it, keep the tension. Could last for months, and in the meantime, Papoose might release a mixtape that outsells them both. Don't sleep on it, because it hurts. The worst part is that, at the end, maybe everyone is doing their part. Maybe this was business, maybe it is still, or maybe we're all just watching a contemporary Greek tragedy set in the Instagram era. In any case, one thing is certain, even though the Papoose era is over, the internet's obsession just getting started, so when your next relationship